don't care. But the question is a little bit to yourself, like, it's a partial shutdown. I wonder what happens if it really shuts down.
If it fully shuts down,
well, it can't really ever fully shut down.
It's gonna fuck with you. It's gonna mess with you. Period.
Well, it's not about the messing with it. It's like our friend, the one who had his at that time wife, have that thing with that other individual. That friend.
Okay.
He was saying jug season has been extended because jug season has been extended. If my mother right now is having hard times and I see a white person or somebody who I think got money, you might just get run up on. You might just get the strap. It's just that's how it is. Like that's how the government shutdown affects you.
I think there's people that's really working in the like for.
They shut down the Miami terminal yesterday, and that shit's gonna start happening.
Really?
Yes, because all the TSA people walked off.
Looking at that back check, maybe.
No. So the Democrats and the Republicans came together on the back pay for federal employees. The thing about that is it's federal employees. Contractors may or may not be included in that. So some of those contractors not going to get their money back that they missing. And the TSA people, they going to get their money back, but they already pissed off as is.
The problem I have with this whole thing is I don't think any of us are going to defend the wall.
Well, the thing
I pay Mexico enough money, they'll build a wall, but it's still going to be a trap for SA.
Not even a trap. Like
it's stupid.
It's not even just stupid. It's just asinine. Because remember how he was like, we need to build this wall. So we have walls that are that tall, right? That 30 feet up. And what did the aspiring Mexican politician do? Climb that shit and took a photo of it and was like, your wall can't stop us, Trump. And it's like, nigga, all you're doing is getting steezed on by these Mexican people because they know that they're going to get in through other means. We know that they're going to get in through other means. And all the border people, they're like, if you give us more border agents, we'd love that first and foremost. Like, that's the big thing.
Going through.
Exactly. Most people who come here who are illegal immigrants came here legally and just stayed past their visa, stayed past their green card, stayed past all that shit.
Under shit at one point in time?
They still are.
Yeah, so what the fuck is the wall going to do?
The wall's not going to do shit, but...
And how long is it going to take them to build this wall?
This is going to be one of those projects like Halliburton that never ends.
I thought so, too. Kind of like the war on terrorism.
Exactly, just like the war on terrorism.
It took them 2,000 years to build the Great Wall of China, so...
And that was actual people who wanted to build it. Like, that was people who cared about doing this one project. And you tell me you can get a whole bunch of Americans, and let's be real, y'all gonna use the cheapest contractors, the niggas who promise you gonna use immigrants to build a wall.
They're gonna go back over the wall, Holmes. No,
they gonna build doors in that shit. They gonna build
like go see Rico at the third wall right there.
It's a hole right there. We just built it.
Exactly. We just built it.
Push the button.
Yeah.
It's like, come on, Trump. We know that when you built your DC hotel, illegal immigrants were all through that shit. That's why that shit had so many problems because niggas was rebuilding. Yeah, and they was getting that money, sending that shit back onto their family, take a little bit here. Again, we all know how the game works. So this whole government shutdown thing is mostly just Trump being an asshole to be an asshole.
It can be.
But what I do like is I like the fact that it's keeping going. Democrats, if they will stay,
they are gonna
if they continue until February, that's all I want. They can cave after February, but just get us to February.
Why?
Get us to the point where no, not about Black history. Get it to the point where people stop getting welfare. Get it to the point where poor people now are like, oh, so we're not getting shit? Because that's gonna be when we get to see some real shit. That's going to be when the TSA workers like, I ain't been paid in a month and a half. Fuck it. You want to come in with water? You come in. You got something in the bag? You come in. Come on in.
Bro, that shit, you and I both, I ain't going to say. Homeland Security TSA was created for, I have no fucking idea.
No reason.
Like, you had two planes going to a building and you created this $6 billion company, whatever they cost us a year. I'm guessing.
$6 billion? Nah, man, they might be above that.
Yeah, ridiculous. But I remember flying on a plane before that. Anybody ever flew on a plane before TSA?
Yes.
Oh, yeah. Like, that shit's ridiculous. It should take like 2 hours to get on a plane. Let's say really like an hour 30. An hour. I remember as a kid I got on a plane, and I just remember just going to the goddamn plane.
I remember just being able to go through the airport.
Their annual budget is $40.6 billion.
$40 billion.
They don't see half that shit. Anyway.
I mean, that's
You're right. They don't see
that's
half
just
that shit.
TSA or Department of Homeland Security.
That is Homeland Security, whole thing.
Security is a whole nother situation altogether.
They're all together.
I mean, it is all together. But we can go ahead. We're going to move forward. Now, I know that y'all said...
Yeah, fuck the wall. I don't care. Good luck. And they're going to cave because they're bitches and they're Democrats.
Look, Nancy, you got to keep that same energy, girl. Keep that same energy. Because if you don't, We gonna remember it when you try to go for 2020, and we'll talk about that fuck shit they gonna do later on in the year. But did anyone here besides me see Aquaman?
I saw Aquaman.
I haven't seen it. I heard about it.
Okay, all right. Well, I feel bad for you because we about to.
I heard the trailer was better than the actual movie.
Ooh, shit. All right.
I don't know. You probably heard that from a Marvel hater.
Exactly, for a Marvel hater. All right, now one thing I'll give you for Aquaman, because we're gonna go into that subject, is it is basically white people under the ocean. So keep it in mind.
Under the sea.
Exactly, it's white people under the sea.
Under the sea.
I mean, you got Jason Momoa there, but I mean, he's closer to white than he is to anything else.
Is he?
I mean,
Yeah. his dad was more of a minority than he was.
You know what? In next. I call that man.
Anyway, Jason, he did a pretty good job. The movie overall, I thought was pretty good.
He's a terrible actor.
No, he is a terrible actor,
No,
but the
but
role was made for him.
Yeah, they did it for him.
Exactly. That's again, the movie doesn't have to be good because his acting is good. Sometimes that movie is good because it's like, oh, you're just gonna treat
The
me like
movie was good. He wasn't. That's like Venom. The movie overall in Venom wasn't that good, but Tom Hardy
is good. Yeah, I'll agree with you 100%.
Better than the first.
Yeah, Venom 2 will be better.
There's only a couple movies I thought the sequel was better. Thor Ragnarok took 3 movies because that was the best.
Yeah,
one.
it did. It took
1
3
and 2
movies.
Sucked.
1 and 2 was kind of
I'm trying to think of it. Oh, Batman. The Dark Knight trilogy, the second one with the Joker was better
than the first
the third one to me, and then the first one.
Yeah,
I don't like the first one as much going.
To be honest, I like Bane better just because he made everyone have to get on their game better.
And Guardians of the Galaxy, they both suck to me, so I don't know.
I mean, I thought Guardians of the Galaxy, but jumping back to Aquaman, White People Under the Sea.
White people under the sea.
Yes, White People Under the Sea. It was a pretty good movie. I think the runtime is a little long. They probably could have cut like 20 minutes out of that shit. Like, I need to see all this how he learned how to swim shit. Like, what is that?
You're white.
I don't give a
you
fuck.
already know how to swim.
What does it matter? Like, also, I feel like his brother was actually a villain who had a point. This nigga was almost like Eisen if he hadn't gone, second act tyranny. Like, if the second act tyranny hadn't happened, where he's like, oh, you niggas don't want to do things, I'm gonna kill every nigga that's
how
against
it works, though, when you're a villain.
But true.
Killmonger.
No, but the difference is that unlike Killmonger, he had a legitimate reason for his thing. Now, did he frame some of the shit? Yeah, but sometimes, nigga, you got to frame a little bit. His reason is that the surface world is basically not taking care of the oceans. They trying to kill us, and they need to know that we not fucking around, which these are all legitimate things.
Oh, but they didn't want him to do that?
Well, no. So, explain the movie to you just a little bit. R. Kelly Survivor #1. I love saying that. But the king, he's always wanted to seize power. But in order for him to seize power and become the the Legion whatever rider?
They called it something else.
Yeah, it's something else. Basically, some long ass title that they invented for whatever reason. But in order for him to get that title, he has to get all 7 of the tribes, basically water tribes. This is kind of like Avatar. Like he's got to get all the tribes basically to come together. So he gets the first guy by promising him that he'll avenge them, and basically he set that whole vengeance scene up because he basically stole a submarine. He had a black man steal it. Niggas always working for white people.
I don't think black women consider him to be white.
No. I'm talking. Remember? No, Black Manta. Remember he had Jason Momoa.
Mimosa, that's that nigga name? I thought Momoa.
Khal Drogo.
No, I'm calling him Mimosa because
Khal Drogo. Yeah, there we go.
Yeah. Carl Drogo.
I can't believe you watched it.
So
I'm
Carl
actually
Drogo learned how to
impressed.
swim. Came back to life.
Pretty much.
But basically, so you got Khal Drogo against his brother, but his brother basically is stronger. He's trained for this. He's done it. Like, he has legitimate reasons for why he wants to do this.
He's lived in the seat all his life.
Yes,
Khal
and
Drogo's been on the surface.
He's been going back and forth.
Oh, well, he should just stay.
And plus, he wasn't part of the original thing that set Khal Drogo off, which was them taking his mother from him. Because he was still a child at that point. Well, actually, no, he was still not born yet. Also, they didn't get into the whole aspect of Khal Drogo's mom got forced to go back to the sea and forced to have a child. It's kind of a little rapey.
Rapey.
Oh, sorry, not kind of. That's full Game of Thrones rape.
She was surviving them.
Yeah, she was surviving that nigga. But whoever that nigga is, he died after that, and then the son got raised up. Either way it goes, the movie's good. Bootleg it because it's white. And that's pretty much it. But the movie you should see,
go see it
right now, is If Beale Street Could Talk.
I heard that was wonderful.
Is that what's his
the Lauryn
name?
Hill soundtrack, man.
Yeah, with the Lauryn Hill soundtrack.
No, what's the guy who made the movie? Is that Clint Eastwood movie? Or that's not the Clint Eastwood movie?
It's Black Director.
Oh, then I've never seen this movie.
It's definitely worth seeing. It's essentially a movie about how the justice system fucks over black people. is told by black people. There's some really good shade in the movie because, if let's say, R. Reed, that I had a son and he married your daughter.
Was this a low budget movie?
Yeah,
Okay.
pretty low budget. Budget was $12 million. It only made 7.7 at the box office, but really they made it to try to get an Academy Award, and they were successful. Regina Hall claimed another one as Best Supporting Actress.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, she won that over white people, so that's a win for us. Yeah, exactly. But no, the
Man,
movie
if it was a black
itself,
man, it'd be a win.
the movie itself is really good.
BlackMen not gonna get it yet. Denzel did that.
Well, nah, he should. The Green Book, Marshala Ali won for Green Book.
That was a pretty decent movie.
No, Green Book was also pretty good. We were going to review that one, and then it kind of fell apart. But definitely, if you get a chance, check out If Beale Street Could Talk.
Oh, that old book. Wasn't James Baldwin doing? Okay,
Yes, James Baldwin made
I
it.
think I read that in high school. They made a movie on this?
Yes, they made a movie out of it.
Oh, okay.
Yes,
Because James
yes.
Baldwin is a communist.
He is a communist, and based on how he is, that's how he is. But see the movie If Beale Street Could Talk. Check it out. It'll probably be streaming on, video on demand fairly soon. But support them. Give them their money. Steal the White People movie. And, that's pretty much it. But the movie that we were going to talk about that I am now throwing in at the very bottom of this is Bird Box.
Bird Box.
Bird
Right.
Box.
Bird brain.
No,
Bird Box. Now, some people thought it was about to be about birds boxing, which you fucking stupid.
no, definitely not about that.
Or as you could call it, if my interracial love triangle worked out.
Oh, okay.
Is it me or do I feel like the black dude was really just trying to just smash the whole movie?
Who was trying to
No,
smash?
he was
since-
married to
he was-
somebody else in the beginning, but after spending all that time in that house with that, you know what I'm saying? Boy, that white pussy looked good. After a while, I think they had spent at least 5 years.
No,
together.
No, they had
See,
spent.
no, from
She
the-
had just gotten checked up for her first trimester,
Exactly.
so they spent like 6 months together.
By
Even
the time the
before
kids
then.
grew up, they had to be together. By
Oh,
now.
no.
no.
Yeah, you're right.
I'm talking about before then, like when they
He was
first got into
married.
that house.
Yeah, he was married.
He
He
seemed,
wasn't
but
trying to
it
smash.
really seems like he was really
No,
trying to
no. What
be
you're
on
confusing,
her.
Armstead, is a nigga being helpful with a nigga trying to smash. I know on the surface it looks very close. On the surface it looks very close. But the nigga at the beginning was being helpful.
Oh, no, man. I think-
he still
'cause
wanted
he-
to smash.
Because he
I mean, they were setting him up as a love interest.
I mean, yeah, they were setting him up as a love interest, but that didn't mean he wanted to smash. Because
Yeah, but they made it
remember at the
so
beginning, he was,
obvious.
at
Whole
the
family.
beginning, he was like, man, I got a whole family, man, and by month about 6, my family dead.
I think
Stop for me to make another one. Shit, face it.
that's what you do when you leave your old family.
Exactly, that's
Make
what
a
you
whole
do.
new one and don't remember your old one anymore.
Exactly. This is movie tropes number 1.
Yeah, black men don't hold their old families anymore.
Man, old family. What the fuck you think this is?
These are words.
Just get you a new family.
Exactly. Biker Boys taught you this.
Yeah.
Get you a new family.
Boy,
Another
Biker
movie.
Boy.
That nigga went back. That was the first movie I watched with
Wow.
Yeah, exactly.
I can't remember.
Morpheus.
Morpheus.
Yeah.
Morpheus.
Lawrence Fishburne.
I call her
Lawrence Fishburne.
I call her
Morpheus.
Neo.
I call him,
I call
goddamn.
her Neo.
Go Dio.
Yes.
You know what? Go outside.
I really didn't even like Bird Box though.
Bird Box. It was
How
okay.
you not like Bird Box?
Only part I liked was when the girl got in the car on fire. That was it. That was turned up.
Damn.
That was turned up.
Damn, Fox.
When
Damn,
you
Fox.
she sat there and laid and watched her get in the car on fire. The car
Look, you
was
can't
already
stop. You
in
can't
flames.
stop them people. Once they got the eye shit, you can't stop
Can't
them.
stop suicide.
That was
Like,
You can't stop
Nobody ever really
suicide.
tried though.
Wait.
Yeah, nobody even tried.
She did.
No,
Remember
no, they
when
did
she
try.
was driving in the beginning.
Yeah, she did try. She was like, "No, stop, no,
and when
stop."
she was like, "Give me your baby."
Nigga, that's not trying. No, don't do it. No. Me
She
just
was
yelling at
literally
you, that's
trying not to die with that bitch. Her sister was trying to
okay.
kill her, and she was like, "No, bitch, you're not about to take this in. I'm the main lead."
And then they faked the station wagon flipping all horrible.
Exactly. Then they fake station wagon flipping all over. How would you have done that, Holmes, sir, if you were someone who does directing and maybe
Got
filmed
his
it?
name right.
Of course,
Geese.
geese.
He called him Jason earlier. It's cool.
How would you do that fake station wagon flipping over geese? Not to put you on the spot.
I mean, that was fine. Like the station wagon flipping over. To me, it was the ending. Like nothing was solved. Nothing like.
I think they're gonna do a sequel.
I think Z Nation was better.
You know, nothing like it just left you
Z Nation,
guessing,
yeah.
To me,
You know what? You know what I thought was funny in the movie? They're like, hey, you guys look like you need some help. We can help you over here. Come on.
No, that was
look
pretty
hungry.
funny.
When
they was on the boat.
Like, why? How can these crazy people? How can they see?
What was that dude doing in the water?
Suicide.
Oh, what was that dude? Because that
That's what I was talking about right now.
dude was one of the crazy people.
Yeah, but he's
Okay.
just sitting in the water.